How you doing, YouTube family? It's yours truly, Kofi Baraka. And right now, you're in another installment of Kofi Baraka's World. Alright, real quick, if you hear any chitter chatter or gameplay in the background, that's my daughter. She's chilling. It's early in the morning. I'm trying to get the show, popping early. You know what I mean? While I got the energy. So first thing is first. This is season 3. If this is your first time watching, this is episode 6, and this episode is entitled, it's a funky one, Chosen Ones, Black Mermaids, Solar Flares, and Walking Trees. So of course, we're gonna give a quick prayer to the lady upstairs. God, thank you for this time. Thank you for the show. Thank you for the audience. Thank you for the peace. Thank you for allowing our DEA to activate in the solar flares, and thank you for the knowledge and understanding. Thank you for all the other content creators. Thank you for Jordan the Chosen One. Thank you for Chris Ethos. Thank you for Isis. Thank you for just everyone that is putting out positive content. Of course, my brother Rashid, and just everyone. Rod, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, God. All right. So of course, you can like, you can subscribe, and you can download and comment on the channel. God is first, as always. So today, or the first topic, we're talking about Black Mermaids, solar flares, and walking trees. We getting back into that paranormal activity or supernatural activity. So my first point is the Black Mermaid. I got a lot of information. So Black Mermaids are real. Them niggas do not play. I got some of this information from the young god, Arcades. So I'm not taking your information, brother. I saw some of your raps. I'm putting it in the show, and I'm giving you full credit, and great job too. So we're talking about Black Mermaids. Now, growing up, they told you Black Mermaids or mermaids in general didn't exist. But in reality, that was a complete lie and a fallacy. In true honesty, 85% of mermaids that are out there, they look like us. They look like Aboriginal. They have a dark color hue. They have ether growing out of their heads. They look like us, muscular, always tan. They look like us. They are us, So there's numerous species of mermaids. There's a lot of species of them. I did an investigation of a couple. So the first one we got are the sirens. They can be black or white. I only study black sirens. Black sirens, or sirens in general, because of their name, sirens, they sing very well. And they're one of the few mermaids that are like close to our size. They're not giants. They're like around 5 feet, 6 feet. Sometimes you might see one 4 feet. They usually lay against rocks. 180 pounds, maybe 200 pounds. Very muscular, very long ether hair in terms of males and females. They both could sing very well. So if you hear them singing, basically they're singing and they're trying to attract humans. So that's their way of attracting humans, and they hypnotize you with the singing. So almost like Ariel from Little Mermaid. And if they're female, they sing to males, and then they get you, and they take your seed, they take your seed, they take your sperm as you're drowning, and you would basically impregnate them, and they'll have another cast of children unless they meet a merman and do the dance. But in some cases, they like the men above the sea. Then you got nomos. Now nomos are found near Maui Beach or the beaches of Maui. They're connected to the doggone people. If you see them, they're very, very dark in color as well. Now, nomos are pretty big. They're like 10, 12 feet tall. From speculation, you're looking at 400, 500 pounds easily of muscle because they're constantly swimming. And they're like great swimmers. They're great swimmers. Like they can outbeat a boat. Like it would shake your fucking spine in your body if you saw these niggas in the water swimming. Fuck Michael Phelps. These niggas like Michael Jordan in the water. You know what I mean? I'm for real. They're fast as fuck. And nomos are cool because you see them mostly close to night, at nighttime. You see them close to night. They're very nocturnal. Then you got the noddies. The noddies are like freshwater mermaids. So like if you see a lake and a river and you see a mermaid, like what the fuck is that? That's a noddy. And they're black too, or they look like me. Long hair, locks. Some of them sing, but a lot of noddies are benevolent. They be chilling. They be doing their own thing. Then you got water nymphs. Water nymphs are like high morale. So if you pollute the water, they will kill your ass. Like they don't play that shit. Like they are really serious in terms of the creatures and the wildlife in the ocean. Like I said, they would kill your ass. You know what I mean? Don't play with them. So now we're gonna transition. We're gonna talk about solar flares. You see, I got my purple candle. You know what I mean? Got my Himalaya salt. We ready. You know. So with the solar flares, we actually had 3 so far, and the scale is 1.9x. So that's really huge. So if you don't know what a solar flare is in layman's terms, there's a lot of activity happening on the sun, and the emission of energy is transferred to the earth, and it bypasses the stratospheres and it hits animals, humans, technology, wildlife, nature, everything. To us, it activates our DEA. And that's why a lot of times, you know, you're going through solar flares. And I can tell you this because I have experienced this too. So I'm about to really get inside your house right now. You've been having cold sweats at night or in the morning time. I mean, your whole side wet. Your partner's like, what the hell going on? You are sleeping more. You don't sleep like that. You've been taking naps more. You know what I mean? You don't get angry as quickly, and you're more patient now. You have better understanding. I had a crackhead yesterday, went underneath my arm when I was going up the escalator at the mall. I didn't say shit. I looked at him like, he a crackhead. And not to judge, but I had empathy. I had understanding. I said, I know he got bigger fish to fry than going underneath my arms. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that is going on. You know, constant poops or diarrhea, constant urination or peeing. You've been going through all those things. You're not really as hungry. You've been eating less food, and you feel your third eyes opening, and you feel yourself getting healthier. You're making more healthier choices in terms of everything. People, food, life, situations, money, the whole 9. You're becoming a different person, chosen one. You're becoming the person you're supposed to be right now. And that's a great thing. Because the solar flares basically is opening up all of your DEA. Like my man Dr. Jamal talked about. You know what I mean? So we're going to transition from solar flares. And we had one recently too. And we also been going through a solar eclipse and solar eclipse energy as well. So hold on, chosen ones. We got a couple more weeks of the solar flares. Maybe it depends on the axis of the Earth. It might be a couple more months. Because we started January 23rd. It's April. And they predicted it should go on until maybe May, June. So we shall see. So now my third point is walking trees. Oh yeah. I ain't talking about hood niggas walking in construction Timbs. I'm talking about real walking trees. Trees that you see, walking. You gotta remember, man, we are Aboriginal people. We was one with animals. We the one that talked and named them. We're one with trees. We're the ones that named the trees. We could talk to trees. You could have a tree leaf right here. You could be like, yo, tree leaf, touch my beard. And the leaf will touch your beard, but you gotta be connected. You can't be a 9-to-5 nigga and then expect that type of superpower. You gotta be connected to the one. You gotta do the shadow work. You gotta do the meditation. You gotta do the yoga. You gotta do the exercise. And you gotta eat correctly. You gotta treat people correctly. You gotta promote God's life. You know what I mean? Forget man's religion. Connect with God. Now with the tree people, they move in the daytime too, but they mostly move at night. Helicopters and drones usually have the best footage of the moving trees. They be looking like they black, yo. They looking like either they looking like they're running from a protest or they running to get some Jordans. Like that's how the trees. It's like a hard rush. You know what I mean? Or it's the summertime and you're leaving a black church and you was in there for 3 hours. Like that's the type of leaving you're leaving, you know? That's the type of the way the trees, the mobility of the trees. And then within trees, in that tree life, you actually got tree people. You got tree animals. I'm not making this up. You got tree dogs. I don't know about cats, but you got tree animals. You got tree families. So don't be surprised. You see a tree with hair, with eyes, with a mouth, you know what I mean? Legs walking, they connect to a tree and, camouflage and disconnect. You know what I mean? This been going on since slavery. Some of the slave catchers, that's why them niggas been drinking like crazy. And they thought they shot a nigga, they shot a tree. You know what I mean? And the people would say, there's no activity around here. It's trees, nigga. Shit. And I'm talking about cherry wood, cedar, plywood, pine, different trees, different. It's like water. You got mermaids, you got water people, you got people on land, you got humans, you got people in the air that fly, and now you got people within the earth that's part of the trees. So it's like almost everything has a specification of a human. You know what I mean? Even cats, like Thundercat, not the nigga, not Dragon Ball Durag. I'm talking about like the real Thundercats, like the cartoons and shit. That shit's real. So of course we're getting towards the end of episode 6, season 3 of the Kofi Baraka's World. Let's see. Ashe. Also with the tree people, them niggas live like 10,000, 20,000 a year. They live a long time. They don't wear no clothes. They some cool niggas though. You gotta be careful. Don't shit. Don't pee on no trees. They don't like that shit. Literally, they get pissed. So we're number one. Our God is number one. And the journey is not done. Peace and nature, everyone. I want you to have a fruitful and fun weekend. Like I said, be childlike, have fun, just like that person right there. Laugh and have fun. Be one with nature, and nature will be one with you. And of course, I will see you in the next dimension. Last toast for those who can't smoke. Also support cannabis and people that have cannabis podcasts. I love you guys. Ashe.